So you converted your BMW to regular shocks and got rid of the expensive electronic shocks that BMW wants you to buy. So now we got to get rid of that annoying shock light that's on in the cluster. All coding is numbers and letter, usually a 3-digit followed by a comma. There's a few ways you can code a BMW. One is you can put the coding number right into the SA system, like I'm doing here. But if you put the number in and it's the wrong number, it's going to give you an error code. So the other way you can do it is when you are on your main menu and you see the SA, all you do is you press the edit button and it's going to take you to another window to where you have coding. You can see where the coding on the left is the numbers that were in the SA, and then on the right describes what it does. Well, since I'm doing suspension, the first one I want to remove is the 2VF and the 223. 223 is electronic damper control. 2VF is the adaptive M running gear. So when it says, do you want to remove these coding numbers, the 223 and the 2VF for this one, you click yes until it says successful. You can see on this the 2VF and the 223 are no longer in the SA system. So once you remove the letters for the coding, the 2VF and the 223, it's going to go through a process of where it's going to do a networking. And then this is where you actually code all the modules into the system. And you can remove the ones that you removed. So once you get into the system, you're going to see where it says program and coding. You're going to select that. You're going to go into the next one. You want to do select updates. Now we don't need to program anything, so just delete all the program inside click marks. We don't need to code the top, convertible top. We don't need to code the automatic heating A system. So we're only going to take the ones that we definitely have to do. So now we execute measure. Now the coding process begins. Please put a battery charger on your battery, because if this coding doesn't go through because of a dead battery, you can absolutely ruin modules. So be very careful when you do this and make sure you have a battery charger on it. So now the scanner is doing its coding job. It's going to go through all the modules for coding because everything's got to be married together. Once it gets married together, then what you had and you put in gets deleted out of the system. So the cache or the main server doesn't see that it's in there. And then that's how the light will go off because you deleted the light. Follow the directions, very simple. Turn ignition off, turn it on. It's going to go through this a few times, so keep doing what it is. Now remember to make sure that the battery charger is still working because it's very important to have the the voltage into the battery. So while this is going through, I want to talk about my ATR. I have an ATR guide to where you can compare your patterns and how you can get patterns and move patterns around. I'm going to have ATR scope, which is going to teach how the basic scopes work, how you can maneuver. My other YouTube is ATR program. Now this one will teach you how to program vehicles. So when you put a new module in, you'll know where to go and how to do it. Also look me up on Facebook on group sections at ATR guide. If you need to know something or ask something, it's probably better to go to Facebook ATR guide as a group. And in that way, you can be answered by multiple people. So subscribe to my YouTubes, ATR Guide, ATR Program, and ATR Scope. Join my Facebook group at ATR Guide. Look us up. So I really appreciate everything. As you see, the coding is starting to go through. Once you see everything that went through, you end your session and it's done. Your light's off. Now remember, the coding on the left are numbers and the coding on the right are numbers, and then it tells you exactly what they are and what they do. When you click the check mark off, that means it goes away. When you click it on, that means it's in the network. As you see, my light is off. The car is ready to go and the suspension light's off and it's not going ding ding on you. Thanks for joining my YouTube. Hopefully you'll hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.